Today, we dive deep into the legacy, rarity, and value of a coin that has mesmerized millions. The 1972 $1 coin from the United States of America. Specifically, we're talking about the 1972 Eisenhower dollar, minted in Denver, marked with a D. But surprisingly, some exist without any mint mark. And in this video, we'll explore what this means, how rare it is, and what it's worth in today's market. Whether you're holding this coin in your hand right now, or you're simply curious about old American currency and its worth, stay tuned for this powerful 90-minute deep dive. History of the 1972 $1 coin. 5 to 1500 hours. Let's go back in time to 1972, a year of transformation, tension, and innovation. The United States Mint released the Eisenhower dollar between 1971 and 1978. The $1,972 features President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the former Supreme Commander of Allied Forces in World War II and the 34th President of the United States. Designed by Frank Gasparo, the obverse shows Eisenhower's profile, while the reverse showcases an eagle landing on the moon, a tribute to the Apollo 11 mission, the very spirit of American achievement. The Denver Mint struck over 92 million Eisenhower dollars in 1972, all with a D Mint mark. But some rare specimens were accidentally struck without any mint mark at all. How to identify the 1972 Eisenhower dollar? Let's talk coin identification. The 1972 Eisenhower dollar can be divided into three major types based on the design of the Earth on the reverse. Now, the Denver Mint version with a demint mark is supposed to have the Type 3 reverse. If you have one without a mint mark, it was likely minted in Philadelphia, where no mint mark was used, but there are confirmed error coins that somehow lack the mint mark or show signs of die issues. Collectors value these mistakes highly, and they can sell for a small fortune. Look closely at the Earth. The island shapes help distinguish between Type 1, Type 2, and Type 3 coins. If you have a no mint mark $1,972 with a Type 2 reverse, you could be looking at a coin worth thousands. Mintage and production numbers. In total, the 1972 D. Eisenhower dollar had a mintage of 92,548,511. That's a massive number, but most were circulated, damaged, or worn. In fine condition, most of these coins are worth only face value, $1. However, coins in mint state, especially graded MS-65 or higher, can sell for $50 to $100. The real value comes in rare variations, like coins with doubling planchet errors or missing mint marks from Denver-struck coins, which are not supposed to happen. Rare errors and valuable varieties. Now here's where it gets exciting. Let's talk errors and varieties. No mint mark error. From Denver confirmed, a Denver coin without the D could fetch over $2,000, depending on grade. Double die obverse or reverse. Collectors have reported doubling in the letters Liberty or in Eisenhower's I. Clip planchet. Coins struck on incomplete metal planchets can sell for $100 to $400. Off-center strikes. An Eisenhower dollar struck off-center is rare and valuable. Wrong planchet error. A 1972 dollar struck on a smaller coin's planchet could be worth thousands. Each of these rare types can turn a basic $1 coin into a jackpot for collectors. Market value in 2025. So what's the value in today's market, 2025? Here's a price breakdown. Condition normal, D mint. Missing mint mark / error fine, circulated. $1, $2, $20. $50 extremely fine, $3. $5, $50. $100 uncirculated, MS63 plus. $10, $50, $500, $2. $500 plus graded MS66 or MS67 $100. $300, $2, 000. $5,000 plus. Coin certified by PCGS or NGC with top grades or major errors can break auction records. How to get your coin graded. Grading is key to unlocking your coin's full potential. To get it graded, follow these steps. Clean hands, but never clean the coin. Use gloves and a soft cloth. Submit to NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, or PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. Pay for grading. about $30 to $100, depending on service. Wait for authentication and grading. A coin graded MS65 or MS66 can sell for hundreds. Rare error coins with missing mint mark can sell for thousands. Collector's tips and red flags. As a collector, keep these tips in mind. White heavy checkmark: store your coins in climate-controlled environments. White heavy checkmark: avoid cleaning or polishing your coins. White heavy checkmark: watch out for fakes, especially coins with artificially removed mint marks. White heavy checkmark: always compare your coin with certified examples. White heavy checkmark: follow auction houses and forums like Coin Talk or Heritage Auctions. These tips can save you from costly mistakes or lead you to a jackpot. In recent years, 1972 Eisenhower dollars have made headlines at auctions. Moneybag: a 1972 Type 2 no mint mark Eisenhower dollar graded MS66 sold for over $10,000. Moneybag: a 1972 degraded MS67 Plus without notable errors sold for $2,600 on Heritage Auctions. Moneybag: a double die reverse example broad in $4,000 in an online sale. These coins are gaining popularity again. More collectors are hunting for error coins, and prices are rising. Next. Welcome, dear viewers, collectors, and curious minds from around the globe. Today, we journey deep into the heart of American numismatic history as we explore a fascinating and iconic coin, the 1976 United States $1 coin, a coin that commemorates 200 years of American independence, a symbol of freedom, resilience, and heritage. But this is not just any dollar. This is a 1976 Eisenhower bicentennial dollar, specifically the version without a mint mark, in D-grade condition, a coin that continues to spark the interest of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters alike. If you've ever wondered what this coin could be worth in today's market, you're about to find out in this deep and powerful 90-minute expose. The year was 1976. America celebrated its 200th birthday, a monumental occasion marked by parades, patriotism, and pride. As part of this historic event, the U.S. Mint released special bicentennial coinage, including a quarter, half dollar, and $1 coin, all bearing a dual date, 1776 to 1976. The Eisenhower dollar, which had already been in circulation since 1971, was chosen as the canvas for this grand design. For the bicentennial edition, the reverse was changed to depict something bold, something that symbolized the journey of a nation. The result? A magnificent image of the Liberty Bell superimposed over the moon, designed by Dennis R. Williams, a young art student whose vision left a mark on history, coin specifications, and design. Let's dive into the physical traits of this iconic coin. Obverse. Front features a portrait President Dwight D. Eisenhower, designed by Frank Casparo. Around the rim, you'll see the dual date 1776 to 1976, along with the word Liberty and the motto I in God we trust. Reverse. Back the Liberty Bell in front of the moon. A striking combination of colonial history and modern achievement. It also features the United States national motto E pluribus unum and the denomination $1. Weight, 22.68 grams. Diameter, 38.1 millimeters. Composition, in circulation stripes. It's a copper nickel clad with a core of pure copper. Minting locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. Some were struck in 40% silver for collectors. Today, our focus is on the Philadelphia strike without a mint mark and what it means when it's in D condition. What does no mint mark mean? Coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint traditionally don't carry a mint mark. So if you look at your coin and find no mint mark below Eisenhower's neck, you're likely holding a Philadelphia issue. This detail is important because it distinguishes your coin from those minted in Denver or San Francisco, which can have slightly different values, compositions, and strike qualities. Understanding D condition or circulated condition. When we say a coin is in D condition, we're referring to general fine to very fine circulated state, a coin that's clearly been used in commerce. It may have noticeable wear, especially on the high points of Eisenhower's hair and the details of the Liberty Bell. There might be minor scratches, loss of luster, and flattened surfaces, but still remains identifiable and collectible. Condition plays a huge role in determining value. A coin in mint state MS65 or above might fetch hundreds, while a worn circulated coin will command a more modest price, unless it holds rarity or error value. Current market value 2025. So now, the big question, what is this 1976 Eisenhower $1 coin without mint mark, in D condition, actually worth in today's market as of 2025? In heavily circulated, good to very fine condition, the value ranges from $1.10 to $2.50, slightly above face value, due to collector interest and its commemorative status. In extra fine condition, it may go for $3 to $5. If your coin has clear details and no major damage, you might fetch up to $6 to $8. Rare high-grade MS examples, mint state 65 plus, can reach $20 to $50 or more. Proof or silver versions can be worth $10 to $100 plus, depending on condition. But there's more valuable errors and varieties. The Eisenhower Bicentennial Series is known for a few rare errors and varieties that can dramatically increase a coin's value. Some key types include double die obverse, doubling the inscriptions like Liberty, or In God We Trust can command $50 to $250 plus. Clip planchets, where part of the coin is missing due to minting error. These can sell from $30 to $150. Off-center strikes, where the design is not properly centered, increasing value depending on how dramatic the error is. Wrong planchet strikes, coins mistakenly struck on smaller foreign or different metal blanks, extremely rare and worth hundreds or thousands. If you believe your coin has an error, it's wise to have it authenticated and graded by NGC or PCGS. Grading and authentication. To determine the exact value of your coin, grading is essential. Trusted services like NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company, PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, provide certification that ensures your coin is genuine, gives an official grade, and places it in a tamper-proof holder. Coins that are graded and certified often sell for 3 to 5 times more than raw, ungraded coins. Selling your coin, tips and platforms. Once you know your coin's value, where can you sell it? eBay, great for direct sales to collectors. Be sure to take clear photos and describe condition and mint mark accurately. Coin shows, sell or trade directly with dealers and collectors. Online auctions, heritage. Stacks Bowers ideal for rare varieties or high-grade examples. Local coin shops, fast, easy cash, but sometimes lower offers. Facebook collector groups, sell in niche communities for more informed buyers. Why collect a $1976 coin? The Eisenhower Bicentennial dollar is not just money, it's a time capsule. It reminds us of America's 200th year, space exploration, and Eisenhower's legacy. It's also one of the last large-sized dollar coins made for circulation. Whether you're an investor, a casual hobbyist, or someone who found this coin in pocket change, this piece is worth keeping, learning about, and maybe even passing down. So, to wrap it all up, your 1976 $1 coin without mint mark, in D condition, is typically worth between $1.25 and $6, depending on where. However, with rare errors, high grades, or silver content, it can be worth much more. The coin represents a moment in time, one of national celebration, and continues to gain popularity as modern collectors search for historical treasures in everyday coins. Backhand index pointing right, check your pocket change. Examine your old drawers. You never know. The next big find to be resting in your own home. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Eisenhower Bicentennial dollar, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. More coin secrets, hidden values, and collector tips are coming your way. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an extraordinary journey. A deep dive into the world of American coinage and an in-depth exploration of one of the most underappreciated and fascinating coins in United States history. The 1973 USA half-dollar coin, minted in Denver, commonly known as the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar, without a visible mint mark, in fine condition. This isn't just any half-dollar. This is a coin that carries stories of legacy, power, national pride, and hidden potential value in the modern collector's market. So settle in as we embark on a 90-minute voyage through history, numismatic value, expert insight, and shocking market facts, all focused on the iconic 1973 half dollar. The origins of the Kennedy half dollar. The Kennedy half dollar series began in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963. The nation mourned deeply, and to honor his memory, the U.S. Mint quickly moved to immortalize his legacy on a coin. The half-dollar denomination, previously graced by Benjamin Franklin, was chosen as a canvas. By 1973, the Kennedy half-dollar had already become a patriotic icon, a symbol of American resilience and a tribute to a beloved leader. But what makes the 1973 D. Kennedy half-dollar so special in the eyes of collectors today? It's time to find out. Technical details. What makes the 1973 D unique? The 1973 D half-dollar was struck at the Denver Mint, and interestingly, some pieces may lack a visible mint mark due to weak strikes or worn dies. That's why collectors often refer to it simply as the 1973 half dollar, without mint mark, especially when identifying circulation finds. Here are the coin specs. Obverse, Portrait John F. Kennedy. Reverse, Presidential Seal. Composition, 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel. Weight, 11.34 grams. Diameter, 30.6 millimeters. Edge reeded. Mintage Denver over 83 million. But remember, these were never released in silver for regular circulation. Only special collector versions from earlier years had silver content. By 1973, it was all copper-nickel clad, eye-opening rarity and error possibilities. While the 1973 D is common in terms of mintage, it holds secret value in error coins and unique varieties. Watch out for missing mint mark strikes, no D, double die obverse or reverse, DDO/DDR, clip planchets, struck through grease errors, off-center strikes, a flawless or error-filled 1973. D half-dollar can turn a pocket find into a treasure worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's collector's market. Market value in today's dollar. Let's get down to what collectors really want to know. What's it worth today? If you have a 1973 D half-dollar without mint mark in fine condition, here's the approximate market breakdown. Circulated, fine VF 50 cents to $1. Extremely fine, XF $1.25 to $2. About uncirculated, AU $2.50 to $4. Mint state MS60, MS63 $5 to $15. MS64 to MS65, $25 to $50 plus. MS66 and above, $100 plus. Major error coins, $250 to $2,000 or more. NW Imagine if your coin has a double die error, off-center strike, or missing clad layer. These errors explode in auction prices. Rare graded specimens by PCGS or NGC in top condition, or with verified errors, are climbing fast in value, especially post-2020 when collector community grew rapidly during lockdowns. How to check if you own a valuable one. Hold your coin under a magnifying lens. Check for missing D mint mark, doubling on In God We Trust or Kennedy's hair, rim anomalies, weight irregularities. Weigh it carefully. If it weighs slightly less, it may be a clip planchet or missing clad layer. Slightly more could be a struck on wrong planchet. Either way, that's a potential jackpot coin. The historical significance of the year 1973. The year 1973 was a major turning point in U.S. history. The Vietnam War was winding down. President Nixon was deep into the Watergate scandal, and inflation was starting to hit hard. The Kennedy half-dollar stood as a symbol of hope, a reminder of leadership during challenging times. When you hold a 1973 half-dollar, you're not just holding metal. You're holding a piece of American identity, forged during one of the nation's most dramatic decades. Investment potential and future forecast. Most people don't think of half dollars as investments. But smart collectors know that even common dates like 1973 can become rare over time due to loss, wear, and destruction. Already, pristine uncirculated rolls are hard to find, with inflation on the rise and precious metals gaining attention. Numismatics is booming. Experts predict a 15 to 30% rise in values over the next 5 years, especially for error coins and high-grade MS examples. And the best part? These coins are still affordable today, giving new collectors a golden opportunity to enter the market without spending thousands. Where to sell, trade, or grade your coin. If you believe your 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar is valuable, submit to NGC or PCGS for authentication. Visit reputable dealers or auction platforms like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay. Use coin forums to connect with other collectors. Join coin shows or Facebook numismatic groups. Be cautious of fake grading or online scams. Only trust certified platforms and grading services. Final thoughts. Why you should never ignore the 1973 half dollar. In the vast sea of U.S. coinage, the 1973 D. Kennedy half dollar stands out. Not because it's ultra rare, but because of its potential hidden gems and historic power. It reminds us that even ordinary coins can carry extraordinary stories. And sometimes, those stories translate into real value, both emotional and monetary. So next time you come across a 1973 half dollar, especially one without mint mark or in excellent condition, don't dismiss it. Research it. Preserve it. It might just be your hidden treasure. Next. Treasure hunters and coin collectors across the globe. In today's remarkable journey, we'll explore the 1985 Kennedy half dollar, minted in the United States of America at the Philadelphia Mint, and most importantly, without a mint mark. You might be holding this coin right now, thinking it's just another 50-cent piece. But after watching this video, you'll never look at it the same way again. What if I told you that this unassuming 1985 half dollar might carry value far beyond its face, especially in today's rising collector market? What if I told you this coin could be worth not just cents, not just dollars, but hundreds or in rare cases even thousands of dollars? Stay with me. We're about to uncover everything. History of the Kennedy half dollar. Before we zoom into 1985, let's take a moment to understand where this coin came from. The Kennedy half dollar was first minted in 1964, following the tragic assassination of President John F. Kennedy in November 1963. His death shocked the world, and the U.S. government swiftly approved a coin bearing his image to honor his legacy. That same year, the 90% silver Kennedy half dollar was born, a powerful symbol of patriotism, grief, and remembrance. Over the decades, the design evolved, silver vanished, compositions changed. But Kennedy's legacy on the coin remained. By 1985, the coin had long shifted to a copper-nickel-clad composition, and most coins were no longer released into general circulation. They were struck primarily for collectors. But despite these changes, the 1985 half dollar has surprises hidden beneath its surface. 1985 half dollar. What makes it special? The 1985 Kennedy half dollar, minted in Philadelphia, comes without a mint mark, as was customary. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Backhand index pointing right, over 21 million of these coins were struck in 1985 at the Philadelphia Mint. That sounds like a lot, right? Yes, but there's more to the story. Most of these coins were used, abused, circulated, and forgotten. But if you got one in fine condition, uncirculated, or mint state, then its value increases dramatically. Coins that look average may sell for $1 to $3, but those with pristine luster, sharp details, and no damage, MS65 or above, can command $25, $50, or even more on collector markets. Graded and slab coins, professionally authenticated, can soar far higher. Design breakdown. Let's take a moment to admire the artistic brilliance of this coin. The bold, youthful profile of President John F. Kennedy. Inscriptions. Liberty at the top, In God We Trust below, and the year 1985 prominently placed. The presidential seal, showing an eagle with a shield, clutching arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing war and peace. The words United States of America and half dollar complete the design. This coin isn't just money. It's a masterpiece. Error varieties and rare finds. Here's the part that excites collectors. Errors. The 1985 P. Kennedy half dollar has a few reported minting errors that can skyrocket value. Off-center strikes. If the coin wasn't struck perfectly in the center, it's an error. Values can go up to $100 plus. Red circle double die errors. Doubling of letters or numbers, especially "In God We Trust" or the date, could push value to $200 to $500 depending on sharpness. Red circle planchet errors. If the coin was struck on the wrong metal or blank, it becomes a rare treasure, often valued in thousands. Collectors hunt these errors aggressively. If you own one, get it graded professionally. Market trends. 1985 half dollar in today's market. Now let's talk money. Money bag in average circulated condition. The 1985 no mint mark half dollar typically sells between 75 cents and $2, slightly above face value. Money bag in uncirculated condition, MS60, MS63. Coins are commonly valued at $3 to $10. Money bag MS65 or higher, with stunning brilliance and no flaws, you're looking at $25 to $50 plus. Money bag certified high-grade coins, MS67 or MS68, sold at auction have reached up to $500 or more. Money bag error coins, depending on type and rarity, can reach $1,000 plus. So, while it's not rare in the traditional sense, the right condition or error turns this coin into serious cash. Grading guide. Let's talk grading, because condition is everything. Green circle fine, F12. You can see major features, but the high points are worn. Worth, 75 cents to $1. Green circle very fine, VF20, VF30. Moderate wear but strong definition. Worth $1 to $2. Green circle extremely fine, EF40, EF45. Slight wear on the hair and feathers. Worth $2 to $4. Green circle about uncirculated, 50 to 58 Australian dollars. Slight traces of wear almost mint. Worth $4 to $10. Green circle mint state, MS60, MS67. No wear. Bright surfaces. Value starts at $10 and can soar to $500 plus. A certified PCGS or NGC slab will boost the value and buyer trust significantly. Collectors demand an investment potential. Why are collectors so interested in the 1985 Kennedy half dollar? White heavy checkmark historical value. Tied to JFK's memory. White heavy checkmark low circulation. Most were not released for everyday use. White heavy checkmark error potential. Big rewards for sharp eyes. White heavy checkmark affordable entry. A great start for beginner collectors. White heavy checkmark value growth. As more coins are lost or damaged, supply drops and prices rise. If you're investing in coins, this one is low risk, high reward if chosen wisely. Final thoughts, tips and call to action. So now that you know the truth, what will you do? Will you check your coin jar? Will you look closely at that 1985 Kennedy half dollar you once ignored? Magnifying glass tilt to left, look for sharp details. No mint mark. Brilliant luster. Possible doubling. Off-center strikes. Package store your coins properly. Page facing up, get them graded if valuable. Chart increasing monitor the market. Coin prices fluctuate. Sparkles the 1985 Kennedy half dollar may not look like a gold mine, but for the educated collector, it can absolutely be one. Thumbs up like this video if you learned something new. Speech balloon comment below. I found my 1985 half dollar. If you own one, bell subscribe for more deep dive coin content every week.